big news. The Supreme Court has asked the regulator to decide on amending power purchase agreements in 3 imported coal-based power plants. Pramod Deo, the former chairman of CERC, joins us now on the phone line. We also have Yatin Mota from our research team joining us. Yatin, over to you.
Thanks for that, Shraddha, and thank you, Pramod, sir, for joining in. Sir, you were a part of the high-powered committee which recommended, to the state government, as well as that report was placed in front of the Honorable Supreme Court. If you could just take us through the background as to what were the recommendations of the committee and what do you make out of this Supreme Court ruling?
Well, as far as whether we asked that they should be taken to the Supreme Court, we didn't make any such recommendation. It was for the GUVNL and Gujarat government to decide. So that was their decision. Because we were basically, our terms of reference, were to see how to make the running of this plant viable.
Right.
So, and it was an exercise in basically all the interested parties taking haircut.
Right.
So, and also we had to see how the international coal market behaves. No? There has to be certain kind of a cap, and then also the dollar and rupee fluctuation. So all those factors are in the report. I guess now this report should be in public domain.
Right.
Because once this domain is done, it will be available. So our exercise was that, and we also consulted consumer representatives because we thought it very fit. Because it is not just a matter between the two parties.
Correct.
Also, the consumers are finally going to bear the tariff. And based on that, our report covers all these aspects.
And, sir, you have been a part of the electricity regulations and CERC. Right now, the Supreme Court has said that the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission will decide on power tariff revision, and more importantly, they will look at amending the power purchase agreements in the next 8 weeks. So right now, given the fact that Gujarat government has in principle looked at the recommendations or the report which has been presented by the committee, including you, how do you see the PPAs getting amended? How really will all the stakeholders look at it, especially the consumers, given the fact that if there is a steep hike in tariffs, there could be some collateral damage for the consumers?
You see, we are talking because the argument which Gujarat government, GUVNL has given is very simple, that today they have to buy power in the market. If these plants run at full capacity, because if the cost of the imported coal is not passed on,
right, then
for them it is running a plant at loss. That being the case, when we have already this arrangement, power purchase agreement, if they are amended to that extent, it will be a more economical power which will be available to supply to the consumer.
Okay.
That is the argument.
Okay. So, for the benefit of our viewers, if you could tell us how really CERC will go about it, would they consult all the stakeholders and then look at amendments, or how will it work in the regulatory framework?
No, you see, in the regulatory framework, notices will be issued to all the parties,
right,
and also anybody who wants can appear before the commission.
Okay.
Because it is an open hearing, but obviously consumer representatives will no doubt be part of the hearing. They can make their points.
Okay. So once CERC paves the way for amendment of the PPA, to whatever extent, or how is it discussed between lenders, the promoters of these power companies and the consumers, it will pave the way straight away for some kind of a tariff hike, right?
Yes. Once the CERC has decided and CERC gives its order, then whatever amendments are made, they become operational.